Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Fisher Court at historic Cardinal Gym on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College in Athens, Texas, where this afternoon the 7th-ranked Lady Cardinals take on the Lady Cougars of Coastal Bend Community College. Lady Cardinals coming to the contest 11-4 overall. They are 1-2 in conference play. Coastal Bend is 4-10 overall and 0-1 in conference play. I'm Benny Rogers, and I'm joined like always by Tim Howard as I bring Tim in. Tim, Lady Cardinals coming off an 82-78 loss to Angelina and Lufkin on Wednesday night, a game in which they spotted Angelina a 32-13 lead after the first quarter, then fought back to get within 4 twice in the second half before finally falling. But one thing you got to say about the Lady Cardinals, there is no quit in the Lady Cardinals.
That's exactly right. And you'll hear Coach Precious Ivy say, you can say a lot of things about my team, but you can't say that they'll quit on you, because that's a great example there. They never looked back. They kept battling and gave it their all, just a little short.
And talking to Coastal Bend coach Nathan Purswell before the game, much earlier today, he was talking about the Lady Cardinals only having 7 players at their disposal, and they will have 7 suited up tonight, but I think really only got 6 that can that can possibly play in the game. Anyway, he said, Benny, they're a pretty good 7 players.
Well, originally we thought, it could be 6, and I told you off air before he cracked the mics, I almost broke my granddaughter's heart. They've only got 7, Pop. But but those, and we said this on the last broadcast, those 7 are quite a 7, aren't they? They're a good squad and got nothing but heart. So I expect them to bounce back and go to 500 here in conference play today.
Well, they absolutely need to. Of course, the Cardinals are also on the playing today, but they're on the road playing at Tyler, and they're coming off a loss as well, which is a rarity to have the Lady Cardinals and Cardinals both coming off losses. But the Cardinals we will not have them for you on the Cardinal Sports Network, being in Tyler, of course, but you can watch that game on the Tyler YouTube channel. Go to Apache Athletics on the YouTube channel, and you will find the Cardinals at 4 o'clock today. But we're glad you joined us here on the Cardinal Sports Network for this one. The Lady Cardinals come in, Tim, averaging 80 points a game, giving up 65.2. Coastal Bend comes in averaging 65.3 and giving up 82.1. But the stat that jumps off the page to me when you look at the Coastal Bend is they are averaging almost making 10 three-pointers a game.
Well, that's huge.
I've never seen a number like that come across our desk like that.
Yeah, and at this point in the year, it speaks volumes. I mean, it's not 2 games in. No. It's not 3 games in. They've been doing this for a couple of months now.
Yeah, this is the 15th game of the season.
Absolutely.
For the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, and so that'll be one of the marks that Coach Ivy will talk about. Hey, we've got to protect the 3-point perimeter and play aggressive.
And that's what they didn't do against Angelina the other night. Angelina hit 6 3-pointers in the first quarter alone.
Yeah, that'll get you off to that dynamite start that they had.
But if you're the Lady Cardinals and you're Precious Ivy, though, you want to play aggressive defense, of course, because Lady Cardinals are known for the defensive pressure and turning defensive turnovers into points.
Yeah.
But you've got to be a little bit shy and careful when you've only got 6. Tonight, probably really 6 players that you can play.
Yeah, you definitely, man, it changes the whole equation. I mean, it doesn't change the style of play, but, Coach Ivy has definitely had to be super creative to get her squad into rotations, fighting foul trouble, and then the bumps, the bruises, all of that.
Well, I thought she was being really super creative tonight. This afternoon when I first got here, she came to the door over as you come into the gym, and she motioned for me to come over, and I said, me? I said, me? We're not that desperate just yet. And as it turned out, she wanted me to talk to a couple of recruits that she's got.
Oh, okay. I thought she was going to suit you up. Hey, Benny came running, and
no.
It's all kidding aside, though, man, I don't remember a year that they've had to battle so much adversity, not just injury, but, just issues beyond. And to her credit, they have found a way.
The only year that comes to mind was in the 2009-10 season. Lady Cardinals were down. They went to the national tournament. They were down to 6.5 players, basically, when they went to the national tournament.
I want to see the 6.5.
Well, I know.
I don't know.
If you'd have been there, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to get into it.
I do know what you mean. So as you get ready for today, how do you keep that 1 and 2 and just the incredible heart and the incredible energy of just overcoming? How do you not let that sink into one of those, man, is it just all the signs are against us this year? How do you bounce back, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I like the mental attitude that Precious Ivy and her squad have taken this year. They understand it is what it is, but you can either use it as an excuse or use it as motivation, and they've chosen the motivation part of it.
I agree 150%.
We thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. The Lady Cardinals have already come to their bench to go through final pregame notes with Precious Ivy and her staff. Coastal Bend is still out on the floor taking a few shots, and we're about a minute and a half away from getting this one started here on the Cardinal Sports Network. The Lady Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday going to Carthage to take on Panola. And then the next Saturday will be our next game on the Cardinal Sports Network when the Cardinals are at home for a matchup with the Navarro College Bulldogs. And it's what is always a great game here at Cardinal Gym.
Benny, I have them shift gears, talk about their threes again. I was watching there at the last 5-6 shots from behind the arc. Nobody touched the rim. They were all nothing but net, and it still hung. So let's hope they cool off as they go through the pregame here.
Look at their three-point totals, Tim. Their leaders have got 30, 27, 20, and 18. Their four top leaders. Lady Cardinals, on the other hand, have gotten 37 by April Edwards, 19 from Liddy Mwamba, and 13 from Kennedy Davis. The Lady Cardinals are definitely not built to be a three-point shooting team. And now we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
I mentioned Coastal Bend is 4-10 coming in and 0-1 in conference play. Coastal Bend won their first 3 games of the season this year.
Introducing the starting lineup.
Elisa Rodriguez, number 1, go down with an injury, and she missed several games, and the squad just never recovered from that, Nathan Percival said. But they've got her back now, so they feel better about things.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on today.
Rodriguez is averaging 10 points a game and 6.4 rebounds. Kennedy's averaging 9.3 points a game, and she's hit 23 pointers. The leading three-pointer is Alexis Rocha, number 12, who's not starting. She's got 30 on the season.
And now the starting 5 for your TVCC Lady Cards. From the Congo, number 1, Liddy Mwamba.
Liddy's averaging 19.3 points, 7.5 rebounds. She's got 19 three-pointers.
Kennedy Davis.
KD has got 6.7 points on average and 13 three-pointers. AP's got 17.7 points a game, and she's got 37 three-pointers. Maddie's got 6.8 points a game, 5.1 rebounds, and KJ Kennedy Johnson, number 24, is averaging 10.1 points a game. Folks, it is a Saturday afternoon in Athens, Texas. It is Region 14 Conference Basketball at Leon Spencer Court at historic Cardinal Gym. And with the play-by-play, it is Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. Excited for this Region 14 matchup here as Trinity Valley hosting the Cougars of Coastal Bend. Glad to have you joining us this afternoon. Benny, needless to say, you want to avoid one of those starts with the Cougars coming out with a three-point success that was had against Trinity Valley the other night.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think you want to play a zone against Coastal Bend. Of course, Lady Cardinals don't play much zone if ever. And I think that'll be the way to defend the Lady Cougars, because you don't want to let them get off to that hot start, because teams are starting to feel now that the Lady Cardinals are vulnerable this year, which they are to some degree. Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to feed that with a good, fast start.
Yeah, it makes that even more difficult. And to their credit, last Wednesday night, they came back, just didn't have enough in the tank down the stretch. So they'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. As we get set for tip here at Cardinal Gym, Cards with the control. Quickly up the floor is Edwards. She'll go left, kick out for Johnson. Davis surveying. knocked away, but couldn't control it. Good read by Rodriguez.
Yeah, 16 seconds left on the shot clock as you see Coastal Bend packed back in a little zone here, Tim.
Yeah, they're going to try and make them work it down low or shoot over the top. So here's the inbound to KJ.
Which shooting over the top isn't necessarily a Lady Cardinal strength.
Liddy controls. Here's a three on the way. Not there. Mwamba with a putback. Not there, but the third attempt at it is gold.
Stay with it.
That's right. So the bucket from Edwards doesn't go, but Liddy with 2 offensive rebounds and then the finish. One and done. Here come the Lady Cards. It's Davis with a 3-on-1. Pass down to Mwamba on the baseline, not there. Controlled by the Cards. Davis gonna set it up. KJ left wing for 3. Not there. Rodriguez with a full court pass. Lady Cards close. Thought we might get a little shuffle step there, but Shepard gets the bucket.
Nice job by Jordan Shepard, who averages 11.9 on the season, has 18 3-pointers, and we're tied at 2 early on.
Here comes Johnson up the floor for the Cards. TVCC trying to get an eye at this packed-in D.
Tim, the Cardinals are going to have to shoot at a high percentage or rebound at a high percentage today to win this one, I feel like.
Yeah, they're going to make them earn it. But Mwamba finds an empty spot, gets the ball and the bucket. That's 4 for her.
Speaking of Liddy, against Angelina, she scored 36, Tim.
Nice effort and off to a great start here. Sensing the trap, trying to run away from it. So Rodriguez goes, splits defenders.
That's too easy.
Man, oh man, nice take there from
Yeah, that shows you how easy it is. P's using a timeout this soon.
Yeah, she's going to talk it over here and, say, hey, I'm going to invest 30 seconds right here to talk to you guys.
And they're going to switch it to a media.
And now it'll be a full timeout. So we'll step away. More coming up after this. Trinity Valley and Coastal Bend here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Welcome back. Trinity Valley Lady Cardinal basketball going on this afternoon. Benny touched on it in the broadcast moments ago, but no surprise here what we're seeing.
Oh, no. Coastal Bend's going to pack it to the zone and force the Lady Cardinals to shoot over the top of them. And if the Lady Cardinals get hot, then they can come out and acknowledge and guard in the man defense. But that's exactly what we've seen thus far.
How about Liddy Mwamba so far, finding her spots in the paint and making the most of it.
And as I mentioned, coming off a 36-point performance against Angelina, and in that game also, you had April Edwards scored 23 in that contest. So they had 59 of the Lady Cardinals points in that contest.
Here's a quick pass down low, a skip pass on the base. So Madison, tried to
pass across the top of that zone. That's not advisable.
Now Rodriguez was there for the intercept. Now in the paint, look, kick out for 3. They have been on fire from 3. And Kennedy gets the first one this afternoon.
Inside out, kick out.
Lady Cards down 3 with the basketball here. Nice drive inside by Edwards. Doesn't get the shot, gets her on rebound. Forces it up, and good. Chance for a 3-point play.
I believe that foul was called on Rodriguez as well, Tim.
Yeah, she's attacking. I think that's going to be a key, too. If those shots aren't falling, you've got to find a way and split the defender, draw the foul.
Chance to tie it back up with the free throw.
Edwards averaging right at 18 a game, a little over 18, misses there. Rodriguez will take the ball. Gets it past the Cards in the trap. 3 on the way.
That's 2 now for the Lady Cougars.
2 for 2. So they are definitely pinpoint accurate here in the early going. Mwamba gets it in the paint, shifts, draws contact, but no foul. Nice hustle there on the baseline, picked up by Bush. Drive, shoots, no continuation. They're going to call it out front.
The Lady Cardinal ball underneath.
So Shepherd will pick up her first foul this afternoon.
2 team fouls now against Coastal Bend, none against the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Plenty of time here on the reset. Let's see what they like to do. On the inbound underneath, it's Davis finding Mwamba. Back to Davis. Oh, gave it a little dribble, and now off the glass, not there. Mwamba with the putback, not there. Oh, man.
Lady Cardinals going to hit those, Tim.
Those are big missed opportunities. Couple of them in that one series. 3 on the way, right wing. Misses. Mwamba is a rebounding machine here, and there's a second foul here. Rodriguez will be picked up her second foul, and that's big.
That is huge because there's no being that the Lady Cougars are a different team with her off the floor.
Yeah, so she will have to sit at the 6:22 mark as checking in will be Roca. Alexis Roca out of Harlingen, Texas.
Who's got 33 pointers on the season, so that's a team high.
Man, oh man. Davis surveys. Up top to KJ. Wamba from the free throw line. KJ shoots, not there. Thought the stop and pop would roll, but doesn't get it to fall. 6:01 to go here in the first quarter of play. Trinity Valley trailing by 4.
Nathan Purswell arguing that was a foul of theirs against that should have been called against the Lady Cardinals.
He was a little heated. Here's a 3. That's wide open, and they get a fortunate roll off. That rattles out. It's picked up by Edwards. Edwards on the drive. Nice dish underneath. Liddy missed it again down low. Edwards looked like she was fouled there a couple of times. Going to be picked up.
The fouls have non-called have been evened out then.
Yep, yeah, I was going to say it's going to get quiet on this as a step on the sideline. Trinity Valley has a possession now. 5:34 to go.
Tim, the Lady Cardinals are getting great looks underneath. They're just not hitting. And Liddy's going to come out, and it's going to bring in Haley Malcolm's going to come in and check in for the first time. But, again, Pete's really only got one player at her disposal on the bench tonight.
So it's going to be a lot of fighting some, I don't want to say fatigue, but fatigue. At some point, you know, there's a reason these coaches, they're 8, 9 deep, sometimes 12. Last week we were talking about Blinn, and they were still working out their rotation.
Fresh legs are coming in.
Shot on the way, no good. Picked up by Davis on the hustle. April Edwards with the bucket. That's a big one there. They needed that.
Good job of the Lady Cardinals creating an open look there.
Yeah, good movement. Gets the pass to Freer, and she drops it through. So 5 minutes to go, first quarter, and a turnover. Trinity Valley will pick it up.
Lady Cardinals might have caught a break there. It looked like the ball might have glanced off Madison Bush, but it wasn't called, and it may not have done what I thought it did, but it's what it sure looked like to me.
So inside 5 minutes to go, Trinity Valley trying to tie it up or take the lead with a 3. KJ over on the left side, skip pass up top. Wamba down low. Malcolm with the shot off the cylinder.
So they're getting great looks, Tim.
Man, they're not getting the roll, though. That one just looked like my shot when I'm...
Well, sometimes it looks like everything's working against you. I guess we've had so much great fortune over the last 35, 40 years.
You might be due every now and then. But, yeah, it's definitely been a challenge here over the last couple. But, man, they're right in the hunt still. Long way to go. And this squad has definitely got a lot of heart. We'll see how they attack here. Mwamba definitely changes the trajectory of that shot. Good pass out front. Edwards to Malcolm. Couldn't get it, but KJ tracks it down. Boy, a lot of hustle there.
Well, another miss from close range, though.
Nothing falling down in the paint. Wamba says, let me try something for 3.
There's something new.
Let me get out of the paint. Let me see what I can light up the scoreboard. She does.
That's a zone buster there.
Lady Cards up by a point. Here comes the press. Malcolm on Roca. Over the top, shot is good. Man, she's got a nice touch too, huh?
Yeah, 3 3-pointers now for Coastal Bend, averaging 10 a game, folks. That's no understatement.
Yeah, no fluke here in this first quarter. This team will definitely they will definitely work that 3-point line. Injury time out there, and so you hate to.
Officials stopped the clock, so it gave the Lady Cardinals a chance to sub.
You don't hear
13-11.
that injury timeout, though, at this point in the season.
No, not if you're the Lady Cardinals.
Not if you're Lady Cards, that's for sure.
Your heart stops.
Cougars up by 2, trying to change it. Missed that, but I thought there was going to be an offensive board. Quickly down the floor, and Roca gets the bucket.
Got to get back. You have to get back.
Well, that's what happens on that shot. It was missed, I hate to say so badly, but it carried them so quickly down the floor, and that was an easy bucket on the other end.
Suddenly it's a 4-point game for the Lady Cougars.
4-point advantage. Coastal Bend. KJ drives, shoots.
Oh,
Doesn't get it to fall. Man, oh, what is over that rim? Nice no-look pass, and the bucket is delivered as Bush gets the bucket, but Edwards, the assist.
Very nicely done.
2-point contest here. Coastal Bend up.
By the way, Tim, we mentioned that the Cougars are averaging 10 three-pointers a game making. They're only shooting 29.3% from three-point range, so they're not a very good percentage-wise three-point shooting team, but the volume gets to you.
Yeah, they'll definitely throw them up.
Good job of defense at that time by the Lady Cardinals, forcing the shot clock turnover.
Yeah, that was a good defensive possession there for Trinity Valley. Chance to now tie it up here or take the lead with a three-pointer of their own.
The thing about it is, Tim, it's a 2-point game now, but the Lady Cardinals have missed so many shots from inside the paint within 3 or 4 feet of that. They just haven't got the roll today.
Yeah, you think about that. Mwamba's got 7, leading scorer. She's had a couple of no normal just drops for her. Several Cardinals have as well, but man, she would have over 13 points at this point of the game. Not there, Markham with a putback. Haley Malcolm with the putback. It's good.
Her first points of the contest, and we're tied at 15 at the 143 mark.
So Trinity Valley going to take the lead with a left-handed layup. They will.
The steal by Maddie Bush.
Maddie Bush with the bucket. And now Trinity Valley trying to force errors with the great D. Thought about a 3, now sizing up. Oh, extra step. Not there on the shot. Picked up by Malcolm.
Now, the Lady Cardinals have Coastal Bend running the floor now. That's more of a Lady Cardinal type game there.
That's what they want to get them up and down that floor. Good drive. The shot not there. Picked up by Malcolm. Not there on the putback. So out top they go. Mwamba. Head down. Drives. Adjusts. Shot won't go. And Coastal Bend's credit, they are controlling the boards underneath. Malcolm gave chase. Not going to be able to track it down, though. And there's a 3. No good. KJ on the push. Trinity Valley wanting to run. Splitting the defender. Pass off underneath. Shot on the way from Bush. Not there in the paint. Oh, my goodness. Edwards will finally track it down. Mwamba, long 3. Liddy Mwamba.
Her second three-pointer of the contest, her 21st on the season.
Well done. And she is lighting it up. Don't like seeing this. Timeout on the floor, 34 seconds to go. Trinity Valley.
Got an injury
timeout here.
Haley's come up a little gimpy here, so she's going to go to the bench now. So Precious with the 5 that she's got at her disposal on the floor.
Boy.
Brianna Baxter is suited out tonight, but we don't think that she's really available to play.
Coach Troy Scott looking over at Haley, giving her a look over underneath, wide open, missed it. She missed it underneath. Tie up arrow facing Coastal Bend. Man, that
13.3 left in the first quarter. The Lady Cardinals have got to feel pretty good, Tim. They're up 5 right now, and they have shot very poorly this first quarter.
Yeah, they really did. April Edwards, how about her hustle there? That looked like that was going to be an easy bucket. She put pressure on her and then gets the tie up. Ball in front. Nice hustle from Davis. Passed off. Edwards on the floor. Finally controlled by the Cougars. And that's how the first quarter ends. What a defensive stunt there. 2015 Trinity Valley leading Coastal Bend.
But you definitely see how the Lady Cougars are a different team with Eliza Rodriguez off the floor, and she went out at the 6:31 mark with 2 fouls, Tim.
That's a good point. We'll circle that on the clock. We'll step away. Second quarter coming up after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
It is Trinity Valley. Trinity Valley leading Coastal Bend 20-15, and it was a great start for Coastal Bend, but what a close there by Trinity Valley.
A great close by the Lady Cardinals in a quarter in which they didn't shoot the ball particularly well, Tim, and they got a 5-point lead. That bodes well for them. And Rodriguez is not on the floor to start the second quarter for Angelina. For Coastal Bend, she's been out since the 6:31 mark.
Wamba from the top post, can't get it to fall. Rebound taken by the Cougars.
That was a good look by Liddy. Got to hit that one to go.
Oh, off the foot of Coastal Bend, trying to get on the floor, and I think that just got away from Shepard.
With the Lady Cardinals, you'd like to have a little surge here now to put some doubt back into Coastal Bend, because I'm sure they were believing they could win this game going in, and we got a long way to go, and they will be a different team when Rodriguez comes back into the contest. The interesting thing will be to see when Nathan Purswood decides to go that route.
Edwards looked like she's trying to lead to a player, good hustle, and then missing on the baseline underneath.
Yeah. This is poor possession by the Lady Cardinals that time.
But you're right. Getting back to that thought, you got a 5-point advantage. You want to build on that. You want to kind of drive that, put the pedal to the metal right here and see what you can't do. We've seen how explosive this team is.
Coastal Bend's coming into the contest after a non-conference loss to Cisco, 101-76, and their only conference game they lost to Kilgore, 92-77.
Working around the perimeter. Baseline. Woke a shot. Won't go. Rebound. That was actually Sanchez. Here come the Cards.
Lady Cardinals have got to convert here after getting these stops, Tim. That's what this game's going to come down to.
Slow start for both teams out of the break here. No one has yet scored.
They start shooting the ball all. They're very good at all today.
Over the top, three-pointer, missed everything. It's going to be controlled by Davis. Kennedy on the push. Finds KJ.
Oh, nice move.
KJ finishing at the bucket, and it is a 7-point lead for Trinity Valley. Kind of built on the thought, we talk about there's going to be days of shooting slumps. Wamba almost stole that. But when you got 5, 6, 7 players, the chances of having that extra player to step up, the odds are kind of against you that everybody's going to have a slump at some time, right?
You're right, Tim. Very much so.
So they're finding a way here early in the second quarter, up 7. Good, tight defense here from KJ.
This is the Lady Cardinals' biggest lead in the contest.
Lady Cardinals on the man-to-man here. Good closeout underneath. But finishing at the bucket. Thompson coming through.
2 points that were desperately needed by the Lady Cougars.
That was a big one there. Great take. Step back for 3. Not there. Tracing down in the corner. That is a great play from Davis. And the bucket. Count the basket.
Great job of the dish off by number 2, Kennedy Davis, finding April Edwards underneath for the bucket and go to the line for the and one.
Man, that is a big moment there for Edwards. And again, like you said, Davis with that pass underneath, just dishing, and the 3-point play. That's a big one.
April with 7 points now in the contest. Lydia Mwamba's leading scorer for Lady Cardinals with 10 on the strength of 2 3-pointers.
So with a 7-minute mark approaching. You're up 8 here in 8 minutes ago, or 7 minutes ago in the first half.
April Edwards helped with that call, didn't she?
Forced an extra step. Good D there from Edwards. Is she the one who called that? I heard it. I didn't know where it came from. So great defense. She says, let me help you with that one.
We were 4-4 at the 8:04 mark of the first quarter, and now we're 25-17 Lady Cardinals with 7:07 and counting to go here in this first half.
Trinity Valley trying to add to it here with a little motion.
And the Lady Cardinals are not shooting from a high percentage right now, folks.
Driving, measures the steps, can't get it to fall though, and the ball ping-pongs around, finally controlled by the Cougars.
It was amazing how she negotiated the traffic that she was in just to get that shot off.
It was a really good just to get the shot away. And then coming back, boy, nice job, Jordan Shepard.
Yeah, Shepard's done a nice job of filling in with Rodriguez on the floor. She's now got 9 points to lead the Lady Cougars. And if Nathan Percival can get away without playing Rodriguez here in this first half the rest of the way, he'll be in good shape in the second half.
Exactly. You've got Shepard with 9, and then only other points from Kennedy. Edwards over the defender, but not getting the shot. Now a touch foul underneath.
94 feet away from the goal.
Liddy Mwamba picking up her first foul.
But Tim, at the 6:16 mark, I believe that's the first foul call against the Lady Cardinals. And in a day in which you've really only got 6 players at your disposal, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a credit to their playing their defense with their feet, not their hands, and trying to get in a good spot and being just aware. There's a shot over the top, not there. Offensive rebound, and now pass off. The shot is good.
Yeah, credit number 3, clear the Dinwiddie, keeping that alive for the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, she made it happen. Dinwiddie with that offensive board, and then presence of mind to dish. There's a good dish underneath. The shot from Malcolm is good.
Haley now with 4 points.
I believe that was Davis with the assist unofficially, but man, that's a great vision. Baseline drive. 3 on the way from the left wing. Up and over the top. Now Dinwiddie with another offensive rebound, but this time it's stolen away. Here comes KJ.
Oh my goodness.
Just picked up a foul there. It's at the 5:25 mark. So with 5 1/4 to go here in the second, 6-point ball game.
Yeah, credit Coach Ben with getting back and forcing the offensive foul against the Lady Cardinals. Kennedy Johnson, that'll be her first, team second. Don't want to turn this into a free throw shooting contest. We'll say that Coach Ben's averaging 63.1 from the three free throw line. I'll give you that in a minute or two.
It's a long broadcast. Take your time. As the 5:08 to go here in the first half. Good drive, Dinwiddie, but nice closeout there from Malcolm. It's going to be controlled by the Cards. Drive now thought about a 3. Over to Mwamba from the left side. She's already got 2 in the first half. She's going to add to it. Still plenty.
She thought about it.
She said, we got plenty on this shot clock. I'm going to think better of it right now. But, boy, you love seeing her shooting with confidence like that. 3 on the way from the right wing. Not there. Last touch by Coastal. Trinity Valley will keep possession here.
Lady Cardinals got a break there with the ball going out of bounds off of Coastal Bend. We got our media timeout. 27-21 Lady Cardinals. You're watching Lady Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription. Way to work. Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Yeah, welcome back. Cardinal Sports Network here. You see the Trinity Valley Cardinal cheerleaders out there.
They're about 2 months away from going to Daytona Beach to try to get what I think would be a 15th national title, if I'm not mistaken.
I was going to say, do you know the insight on this? Do they just have a standing reservation for hotels there, or man? I mean, they've earned all the respect that they get nationally. They are so much fun to watch.
And there's a group of Cardinal cheerleaders that are out in Las Vegas this weekend performing, Tim. So
good luck to them.
Hats off to the program for that honor.
Yeah, exactly, and wishing them nothing but the best. Got a good one going here at historic Cardinal Gym. 6-point advantage for Trinity Valley as the Cougars are coming to play here this afternoon.
Lady Cardinals' biggest lead has been 7 here in this second quarter.
Keeping possession there after Coastal Bend could not control the rebound, so they'll inbound out top to Mwamba. Malcolm on the baseline. Skip pass over to Davis for 3. That'll help things. Kennedy Davis.
Her first points of the contest and come in a big way. Give the Lady Cardinals a 9-point lead, 30-21 at the 4:22 mark.
Good drive and finish at the basket.
Well, I tell you, Shepherds has really held the Coastal Bend together in the absence of Rodriguez, who picked up 2 fouls in the first 3.5 minutes of the contest.
Well, you see how big a threat they can be when Jordan's able to drive like that, and then you've got the shooting around the 3-point arc. Man, you collapse on her, that's going to leave somebody open. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. Wamba in the paint. Pass off to Malcolm. Beautifully done.
Great job of 1-2 game inside.
Malcolm gets the bucket. It is Liddy Wamba showing that she can do everything. Got 10 points in the game, gets the assist there.
Malcolm with 6 points now.
Drive to the basket. That'll be a charge on the baseline. Getting it done, Kennedy Davis.
Real big chance now for the Lady Cardinals, Tim. You got 3:37 left in the first half. You've got a 9-point lead, a chance to get that thing into the double digits going into halftime, and that would be huge for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, because you've mentioned it here. You've got their leading scorer on the sideline in foul trouble here, so they want to put as much distance as you can between them.
It's pretty obvious that Nathan Purcell made the decision that Eliza Rodriguez is going to sit out the rest of the first half, and she went out at the 6:31 mark of the first quarter.
3 from up top, not there. Hustling for the rebound, though, is Bush.
Definitely hustling for that rebound.
She outfought 3 Cougars in the paint for that. 10 on the shot clock. Good ball movement, driving to get to the bucket for Edwards.
Yeah, that's April Edwards' game right there, the drive and the pull-up.
Gets it in for 2. Inside 3 minutes to go. It's an 11-point Lady Cardinal lead. Rodriguez back into the contest over on the right wing. Knocked away. Malcolm out front to Davis. Bush. Maddie Bush going to draw contact underneath.
Haley did a great job of getting a piece of that and tipping it out to Maddie Bush. Maddie couldn't get the layup to fall, but she was fouled. She go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
So big free throw opportunity here. You're up 11. Trying to add to that at the stripe. Gets that one to fall.
Maddie with 5 points now in the game.
Hold on, Mr. Rep.
Maddie hitting 54.2 at the stripe on the year.
12-point Lady Cardinal lead, 2:40 left in the first half.
Doesn't get that one to fall. Close out this final 2.5 minutes, see how they do here. Here's a drive. Oh, knocked away. Fight for it on the floor. Tie up the arrow facing the Cougars.
15 seconds on the shot clock. You see, the Lady Cardinals are very conscious of Coastal Bend's ability to hit the three-pointer, Tim. They are really DMing up around the perimeter.
Yeah.
They've given us some stuff inside today that they normally don't give up, but it's because they're so conscious of what Coastal Bend can do shooting the 3.
Yeah, exactly. Gardner's going to catch a break here. I think that ball got knocked away by Trinity
The
Valley.
official underneath was blocked out. He couldn't see who it went off of, so the official out to the front gave him help, and he made the correct call.
Trinity Valley needs to take advantage of this one here. 2:15 to go here in the first.
Got to kick it out to K-Day.
Man, missed underneath.
Wow, what a great little soft pass Liddy made inside.
That was a great look, finding her. 3 on the way from the top. Not there. Good defense from Wamba. Liddy Wamba.
Tim, we mentioned the Coastal Bend, while they hit a lot of three-pointers, they're only averaging 29.3% from the beyond the arc.
Yeah, so they're, like you said, doing it on volume. There's a frustration foul. Malcolm trying to go get that ball and just getting caught in the fray.
That's going to be her first, though. Lady Cardinals, are knock on wood, are going to be in pretty good shape going into the second half unless they just collapse here in the final 141 as far as foul situation goes.
No, that was me knocking on wood. That wasn't. I thought you were going to answer the door. Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, they have been very, very aggressive, but been able to stay out of foul trouble.
There she is, Rodriguez, back in the game.
Rodriguez is taking a shot at that three. It wasn't falling, so she says, I got to get to the basket, get something positive going. That's what shooters do, man. They just find a way. Mwamba says, let me show you how to shoot. That's our third three-pointer here in the first half.
13 points in the contest for Liddy.
Liddy Mwamba coming off a powerful night last Wednesday night.
With 36.
36. Comes out with 13 here, and there's a three to answer by Kennedy.
4 three-pointers now for Coastal Bend.
So a 10-point contest. I believe that's our first three in the second quarter. They had 3 in the first.
Yes.
Good job to shut them down here in the second for the most part. Trying to answer. Three-pointer on the way. Not there. It will be rebounded by, well, sorry to say Edwards, but Mwamba ends up picking it up. They'll hold for the final, well, not a final shot here as you got 32. Well, got a player shaken up over underneath.
Genesis Nichols is the player shaken up. I can't tell if she's hit in the eye or has a bloody nose potentially.
Not sure.
Troy Scott, our trainer here at the college, is going to go over and take care of her, though.
Oh, man, she's in a lot of pain. You hate to see that. A chance to tend to her here with 32.8 seconds left. Cardinals up 10 and with possession of the ball here.
Yeah, the Cardinals, you want to make this count here, this last possession. You'd like to be up a double digits going into that second half.
Yeah, it's exactly right here. And you're in the final.
It was interesting. The Lady Cardinals went up 35-23 at the 2:40 mark, and shortly thereafter that Eliza Rodriguez came back into the game. Nathan Purswell, I think, sensed that the game was starting to tilt the other way in a big direction for the Lady Cardinals. Now he's saying, hey,
I got a kid over here with a bloody something, and and there's no foul called. He's drilling his point home pretty strongly. He's like, look at this on my hand here. I've got some markings here.
Nathan's a good guy. He's one of my favorite coaches in the league. He's always very polite, and his teams are always play with a lot of great sportsmanship.
Yeah, possessed with passion for sure. And going to get out and clean that up here before we get ready for the final 32.8 seconds.
Again, the Lady Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday, Tim, going to Carthage to take on Panola in a 5:30 start. And then the Cardinals will be at home next Saturday against Navarro at 4 p.m. And we'll have that game for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. The Cardinals are in Tyler this afternoon at 4 o'clock, and you can find that game on the Apache Athletics website on YouTube.
That's going to be a big one for Coach Levinson and his squad here in Region 14 action. Then,
Lady Cardinals, of course, started the week ranked number 7. They lost the game to Angelina, so that ranking will they'll probably fall 2 or 3 spots going into this next week. But the main thing is you just want to get out of here with a win today and be 2-2 in conference play going into the week in which you play at Panola on Wednesday, and then you have, I think, your off date, and you got Kilgore at home on the following Wednesday.
So it'll be interesting here in this Region 14 action to see how things shake out. Speaking of how things shake out, well, they are working out that floor trying to get it playable and in the most safe way possible, of course. Trinity Valley leading by 10, trying to add to it here.
16 seconds left on the shot clock, 32.8 left on the game clock here in this first half. The Lady Cardinals are up by 10. They have been about as many as 12 in this first half.
So it's like we said, they won't be able to run it out, barring an offensive rebound. But we'll see how they attack here. They'll go to Edwards. over on the left side.
Not what they had in
Just-
mind. And now Coach Ben can play for the final shot if they so choose.
See, what they do, they're going to be inside, you would think, a minimum of a 10-point game, but
You don't want to give up a three-pointer for the Lady
No.
Cardinals.
I was going to say, and they're definitely a squad that can hurt you, but they threw it away. Cards with 20 seconds left.
Now play for the final shot.
Yeah, set it up.
Left side, baby.
Even if you don't get a shot, you're still up by 10.
That's a good point. Big swing here at the last moments of this quarter. Edwards kick out. Wamba, can she hit her fourth three? Not so fast. One shot on the way. Gets it to roll and falls in. It's 40-28 as we head to the break. Trinity Valley up 12 right here. As before we go to break, what are your thoughts?
The Lady Cardinals are in great shape. Tim up 12 at halftime in a game in which they're really, really shorthanded. And I know they've been shorthanded all season, but they did a great job of denying Coastal Bend a lot of three-pointers. So yes, they gave up 4, but Coastal Bend only hit 1 in that second quarter, and that was huge.
Big time there from the Lady Cards. We'll have the second half for you coming up momentarily. But right now, we'll step away. More after this coming up on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott and White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor Scott and White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor Scott and White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor Scott and White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor Scott and White Health, changing cancer care for life.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott and White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
front of you. Roll it around you. Change directions.
Both feet on your dot. Ball up and out in front. It's now time to shine with a really cool stunt.
Bounce and turn, shout out loud and let's hear T-O-T. T-O-T! Bounce and turn, shout out loud and let's hear T-O-T. T-O-T!
Hey, Todd kids, take a big bow. You have done a great job, and we are so proud of you.
We are proud of you. Yes, we are proud of you.
Now wave to your fans. Pick up your dot, and let's move off the court.
We are proud of you. Yes, we are proud of you.
If you would like more information about the TOT program, visit our website at teamsoftomorrow.com.
We are proud of you. Yes, we are proud of you.
Didn't they do a wonderful job, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, superstars.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're big on skills, just small on size. Please welcome the TOT Kids.
Cardinal Gym, we're at the end of halftime with about 3 minutes to go in halftime, I should say. The Lady Cardinals are up by a score of 40-28. Taking a look at the Lady Cardinals scoring in the first half, Lydia Mwamba had 13, including 3 3-pointers. She was followed by April Edwards with 9. Madison Bush had 5. Kennedy Johnson had 2. Haley Malcolm had 6. And Kennedy Davis had 5 with 1 3-pointer. I'm Benny Rogers along with Tim Howard. Tim, the first half, if Precious Ivy could have scripted it, it probably went about the way she would have scripted it.
Yeah, you and I were talking at halftime here about that. The 20 points in the first, 20 in the second, you know, and the consistency that gives you, because in the past it's not always necessarily been like that. You might have a 24, 26, and then a 14. That's hard to negotiate.
It is, and with the roster situation being what it is, with basically six players at your disposal today, there's a 7th suited up, but I don't think she can play. Brianna Baxter was a little under the weather today, but she did suit up. But the Lady Cardinals have got to feel pretty good. They only gave up 4 3-pointers to Coastal being there in that first half. 3 coming in the first quarter and only 1 in the second quarter. But being up 40-28 in a half in which you really, to be honest, didn't shoot the ball all that great.
No, they didn't. They left a lot of points out on the floor. You know, sometimes we talk about that in the realm of free throws, missing free throws here and there or on any team. But, man, Trinity Valley had some balls just roll off the cylinder and right underneath the basket. Just very uncharacteristic of them. So to be up 12 with those kind of things happening, you'll take that.
Yeah, we got to mention, too, Eliza Rodriguez, the best player in uniform for the Lady Cougars, picked up her second foul at the 6:31 mark of that first quarter, and she didn't re-enter the game until just under 2 minutes left in the second quarter when the Lady Cardinals had built a 35-23 lead.
Exactly, and that made all the difference, I think. And the Lady Cards, if they can find a way to, you know, the second half come out and get her a couple of quick fouls, they can put this thing away really early.
Yeah, the Lady Cardinals didn't get. I always refer to my buddy Kurt Butke, but he always said win the next 5 minutes. If the Lady Cardinals win the first 5 minutes of the third quarter by any type of advantage at all, they should be in good shape going into the last quarter and a half.
Exactly, and we're about a minute away from seeing that take place. Benny, you know, we talked a little bit beforehand about, you know, coming off of a tough loss on the road. now coming back and bouncing back today, how important this one is. And, you know, you can't get where you want to be with one win today, but you can definitely hurt yourself with a loss today, right?
Absolutely. You don't want to lose to a team. Quite honestly, they've never lost to Coastal Bend, so you don't want to pick this as being the time when that starts.
Exactly. So you just keep climbing that ladder, and day by day, step by step, slow and steady. And, you know, they're taking care of business here.
Well, folks, we appreciate you joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network for this presentation of Lady Cardinal basketball in Region 14 conference action. And with the second half play-by-play, here's Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. We are just moments away from it here, and starting out the second half, it will be the Lady Cardinals starting 5. It's going to be Mwamba, Malcolm.
Lady Cardinals with nobody in foul trouble to start this second half.
Bush and Johnson, as well as Davis. So, yeah, that's a great point. You're talking about playing with 6 players for all intents and purposes today, and not any of them in foul trouble. That's a great tribute. So here we go. We get started. It will be Cardinal basketball. Lady Cardinals trying to build on a 12-point lead. Mwamba picking up where she left off in the first half. Really good first half for her.
Yeah, great power move by Liddy. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but did draw the foul. So have a chance to go to the free throw line to get her 14th and 15th points of the contest.
Sierra Dinwiddie whistled for the foul.
And you want to make every one of these in this second half, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. Liddy coming up short on that one. So everyone except the first one, we want to make it. So Liddy, she almost knocked down 4 3-pointers in that first half. Just missed on the last one there. Goes 1 of 2 at the stripe. She's got 14 on the afternoon.
13 is the biggest lead by the Lady Cardinals thus far.
Back to your point on, win the next 5 minutes. See what they can do here within the first 5 of this. Really put a little accelerator on this modest lead and blow this thing wide open.
You've got to assume or figure that at some point Coastal Bend will get hot from three-point range again because the stats don't allow. They average making 10 a game.
You read my mind. They're definitely going to hit those threes at some point. But if you've got a big enough, good defense, but finally picked up by the Cougars. If you've got a big enough cushion, it really can't hurt you that bad.
So let's see. 10 on the shot clock. Offensive foul.
Led her into it. So Shepard going to be a little frustrated with that one. But
Janila Kennedy's going to pick up her first personal foul. It's the second team foul against the Lady Cougars here in the second half early on.
Yeah, Janila, a sophomore out of Houston. You could just see it all over Jordan's face. Good
nice pass.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
That is,
come back and haunt you there.
There have been several of those today, too. It's just, like I said, so uncharacteristic. Pass down low. Hesitation move by Rodriguez, and then off the front cylinder.
And Maddie Bush with the rebound.
So inside 9 to go here in the third. A little over a minute gone by. Both teams kind of slow on the blocks. Cards with 1, Cougars with nothing on the offensive side of things. Good drive, good take, good finish. Kennedy Johnson with the ball.
Kennedy's got that shot. We saw her a couple of games ago hit that running floater, as I call it, very often in that contest.
Nicely done. Averaging right at 9 a game.
The Lady Cardinals, you're content with exchanging buckets.
That'll be a charge.
Yes, it will.
And they will whistle.
Easy call there.
Zamora. Jada Zamora gets whistled for that.
3 team fouls suddenly against Coastal Bend with 8:21 left in the third quarter. So we could see a lot of free throws potentially shot by the Lady Cardinals in this quarter if Coastal Bend continues to foul at this pace.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on if you're Coach Purswell, as he will try and rally the troops down 15 now. And on defense, there's a 3. And it is money time. Count that one for April Edwards.
Now with 12 points in the game, and that's her first three-pointer. Biggest Lady Cardinal lead now, 18.
18 with 8 to go in the third. Trinity Valley working. Almost got to that one. Nice answer on the other side by Zamora.
5 3-pointers for Coastal Bend.
Down low, Mwamba with position. Goes up strong, draws contact, gets the bucket, and going to the free throw line.
Liddy Mwamba.
going hard there, making it count. Chance for a 3-point play. She's got 16 in the ball game.
Averaging 19.3 on the season.
Chance to make it 17, and she does. So we got a stoppage of play here as Gonzalez comes on for Kennedy.
Tim, I'm not suggesting this happens today, but the school record for most points in the game is 52 by Shalante Allen in 2014.
I remember that.
With the Lady Cardinals' depth or lack thereof, it could be where a starter really goes off one game this year.
Yeah, that's a great point. Here's a drive, a shot. Left-handed layup is good. Nicely done for April Edwards.
14 down, April, heating up.
April's got 14. The Lady Cards are up by 20. Spin move, adjust the shot.
Oh, man, I didn't see any contact.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. That was one of those anticipation calls almost.
That's two against Haley.
Back to what you were talking about, though, with a rotation or a lack of a rotation. She gets hot, man.
You can't pull your starters.
she's probably licking her chops at some point. But a great shooter, great touch. Might have a real opportunity.
If you're looking at Liddy coming off a 36-point performance on Wednesday, if she hits anywhere near that this game, she could be the NJCAA Player of the Week.
Yeah, she's missed so many easy in her range, and she got to be a little frustrated.
At
about
least
that.
4 or 5 off rebounds.
Yeah, she's got double figures on misses. So but to her credit, she hasn't gotten sidelined or off pace. Nice pass underneath, bucket, count it. Malcolm with a bucket and the assist there from Kennedy Davis.
Malcolm with 8 points, and she's averaging 3 a game. And she didn't play the first half of the season.
Yeah, she's growing in her confidence. Travel going to cause on the shuffles her step.
Yeah, the Lady Cardinals have definitely, with their defensive intensity, have gotten the Cougars out of whack now.
Jordan saying she landed on the second, but they said there was a shuffle there, and that will be a turnover. Knocked out of bounds off of Thompson.
April Edwards didn't leave anything to chance. She made sure the official knew the ball was tipped.
That's right. She's helping out right there. 6:32 to go here in the third. It's a 20-point lead for Trinity Valley.
That is their biggest of the contest.
Kick out for 3. Shot on the way, not there. Malcolm's going to be whistled, I believe.
Yes, she is. She pushed her out of the way to get position. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul now. She does go into foul trouble for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, Haley will have to come out with 3rd foul here in the 3rd quarter. So, she's measuring up. I'm not going to get to that ball. I better just get to that ball.
Lady Cardinals have won this first 5 minutes thus far, 13-5, Tim.
That's a great start. Already had a 12-point lead. Missed underneath. Wamba pulls it down and brings it up the floor. Now, full contact sport here at
I'm telling you, heard that pop over here.
Yeah, she's slow to get up, too.
They can ill afford to lose her.
Oh, man, both of them slow.
That's her 3rd personal foul.
Rodriguez
going to go to the bench at the 6:03 mark now of the 3rd quarter.
A very physical ball game today,
to say the least.
Yeah, just a couple of stoppages of play, and boy, that one there.
We've had blood at one point today.
I'm telling you, the old adage, no blood, no foul. But there was no foul, and there was blood.
There wasn't one on the play.
That was an inadvertent.
Did he with
collision.
18?
1 of 2 at the stripe. 21-point game with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Johnson working defensively. Shot over the top, not there. That is rebounded by Bush. Bush to Edwards, Davis. 3 from Edwards. Count the basket. Nicely done. April Edwards picks up another 3-pointer. She's got 17.
Got 17 points on 2 3-pointers.
She's making a living behind that arc. Trinity Valley pulling away here in the 3rd. Oh, that was a good look, but did not get the fall.
Liddy with the rebound.
Wamba out front to Davis. Davis underneath. The pass to not there for Bush, but saved by KJ. To around the perimeter we go. Another three. This one on the way. Not there. Wamba tipped it and finally controlled. And a reach foul coming on Kennedy Davis here.
Yeah, Kennedy didn't move her feet, tried to defend with her hands, and she got called for the foul. That's going to be 3 team fouls now against the Lady Cardinals here in this third quarter.
So it looks like we'll have our first media timeout here in the second half. It's a 24-point advantage. Actually, we're keeping it here at the 5:03 mark. My bad. 24-point advantage. Trinity Valley up. And defensively, Cards are playing really well with their feet.
You don't want to let Coach Ben get back into it shooting the three-pointers. So
exactly.
I think you sacrifice maybe giving up a couple of easy buckets just to deny them that ability to get hot from three-point range.
And they've done a good job. The first quarter was 3 threes. The second quarter they got 1, and here in the third, 1 3-pointer. So they're getting it done, and I think I tend to agree with you on that. You've got the lead here. You can afford to be a little gutsy and gamble. Oh, looked like she was expecting a zig and got a zag.
Yeah, she was. Kennedy Johnson was set up inside as the pass just missed. If you're Lady Cardinals, you don't want to start having fruitless productions.
Yeah, make something of the possession. So timeout on the floor here. A full timeout will step away. Trinity Valley leading over Coastal Bend. It's 57-33 here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription. Way to work. Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Welcome back. Cardinals in the driver's seat here. Benny just gave me a dandy of a stat here. What is that, 17-5 in the first 5 minutes?
First 5 minutes. They won that first 5 minutes. As we said, if they did it, they should be in good shape. And by all rights, now they should be at a 24-point lead.
Yeah, you're adding to that cushion they had at the break. Now a 17-5 run to start things. Man, you got to feel good about this team because, you know, even in a tremendous opportunity to duck their head on Wednesday night, they didn't. They regrouped and battled back, came up a little bit short, but don't hang their heads. And you can't underestimate the heart of a champion.
No, you can't. And as Precious, you mentioned earlier, Precious Ivy said earlier this season, she said, you know what, I can find fault with a lot of my kids' games possibly, but I can't with their ability that they refuse to quit.
A great example of it there, Edwards on the defensive stop, and they will get the turnover off April Edwards, knocking it away. 24-point ball game, trying to add to it here. Davis directing traffic, finds Liddy up top. Spin move, shoots over and good. Shoots right over the top of Tyra Thompson defending.
20 now for Liddy.
So Mwamba has her 20th point here. Still just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Stolen away. Here come the Lady Cards. They got numbers. 3-on-1. Kick out for 3. And not there.
Oh, that had a fall on it.
April almost knocked it down. KJ tracks it down. 3-on-3. Left wing rather, not falling. How about that from Davis? He is hustling, making it happen.
Yeah, the Lady Cardinals is taking the fight out of Coastal Bend right now, Tim.
Man, that's a great play as KJ drives, shoots, and scores.
That's her shot.
Kennedy Johnson, deadly in the paint. Nicely done. 3-minute mark here in the third. 61-33. Thompson might have got away with an extra step there. Trinity Valley just looks like they've come out a different team in the second half.
They did, Tim. And we talked about how important the first 5 minutes was. They won that going away, and now they're working on the second 5 minutes of the third quarter and doing quite well in it as well.
I thought that was coming to you at first, Benny, and I'm glad that Davis stepped in front of us, took that away. Speaking of takeaways, the Cougars will take that one.
You got to make Coastal Bend earn anything they get here, Tim, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Make them go to the free throw line and beat you, but don't let them set up outside the three-point arc and knock down and get back into the contest.
Yeah, and you did mention that their free throw shooting is not their strength. It hasn't.
63.1 is not a very high percentage for a basketball team.
Yep. So we'll see how they attack this. First one on the way is good. 27-point lead.
Upson with 4 points now in the contest. Make it 5.
Goes 2 for 2 on that trip. So Cards looking at a press to debunk here. KJ.
Stepped on the sideline. This is what you can't afford to do now, Tim, is get unforced errors, basically.
Coach Nathan Purswell not happy over there. He thought it was a over and back violation.
If you're the Lady Cardinals, you don't want to let Coach Ben finish with any momentum going into the fourth quarter in this final 2:15.
Yeah, you got them on the ropes. You want to finish this thing out. Put them down here. Play with your feet. You see Maddie Bush working the ball. Still 15 on the shot clock. Over the defender, and rebound. It is going to be taken by Maddie Bush.
Yeah, credit Liddy Mwamba keeping the rebound alive, though.
Liddy for 3. Not there. Edwards crashing the boards. Picked up by the Cougars. Here they come. Three-pointer on the way. Missed everything. Fight for the ball. It's picked up underneath. Kennedy Davis gets it out to Edwards. April gives off to KJ. Kennedy Johnson gets the bucket.
8 points in the contest.
Great job there. Just filling the floor, hustling up and down the floor. Thought about a 3, now moves inside the stripe. There's a bump. KJ going to draw the foul.
It's going to be her second.
Stoppage of play, and with that, Dinwiddie checks back in, and so does Shepard.
I'm going to tell you, Tim, you can't say enough about the effort the Lady Cardinals are giving with knowing what their situation is on the bench.
Yeah, you know, and in this game, Hart skipped a beat there with another player coming up lame there and limping. Coach Scott, maybe trainer, the head trainer for TVCC, he may be the MVP of this thing. I'm just saying, he's had quite a season himself. But, yeah, it looked like she's playing well and not hampered by that. Another dinged up player. Here's a drive baseline. Pass off underneath. Nicely done. But good defense. Got to get rid of it. Steps out of the paint.
Maddie Bush did a great job of keeping the possession alive. 4 on the shot clock.
3 on the way from Davis. Not there. Rebound by the Lady Cards. Edwards. Pass off to Mwamba.
little touch pass.
Liddy Mwamba is the benefactor, but Edwards has got some eyes in the side of her head with that one.
Liddy has 58 points this week. How are you doing, Tim?
Yeah, still a whole quarter to go. And probably going to have to play a lot of it as that ball's stolen away. Quickly out front. KJ, catch, shoot, and score. Get the bucket. And Madison Bush with the assist.
Lady Cardinal basketball textbook right there. Defensive created points.
Yeah, exactly, as they are all over the floor. Final 6 seconds of the third. Drive, shooting, and scoring. And that's how the third will end. It's 67-37. Trinity Valley up big. We got the fourth quarter coming up for you here after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
And welcome back. Trinity Valley running away with it in the third.
Absolutely, Tim. Outscored the Lady Cougars 27-9 and up by 30. A 30-point lead, and this game was a tightly contested, folks, in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the contest. It's been all Lady Cardinals since then, but Tim, I think the whole complexion of the game changed for Coastal Bend. Not saying the Lady Cardinals wouldn't have eventually worn them down, was when Eliza Rodriguez went out with a 6:31 mark in the first quarter with 2 fouls and sat until 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Exactly, and as she's on the floor, you look up, she was definitely hampered with that foul trouble. Never really got in the flow of things. And
but you can't say enough about what kind of defense and how aggressive the Lady Cardinals have been considering their shallow bench.
Yeah, they have not changed their DNA of who they are. They're still the same full court press. They're going to bring all the energy defensively, get fast break points off of those turnovers. And speaking of, there's a great example.
But you see how they were defending out along the perimeter, Tim.
That's exactly right. They're going to make them go inside. Good drive, shot on the way, not there on the floor for the loose ball. Trinity Valley picks it up. That'll be Cardinal basketball.
The hustle and effort by the Lady Cardinals, you can't say enough about it, Tim.
It's
not just one player or 2 players. It's the entire 5 that are on the floor.
That is, you know, you hear about the Patriot way. That's the Cardinal way, man. The Lady Cards are all about that, and they definitely have shown it today. 3-pointer on the way. 3-pointer is good for Kennedy Davis.
Her second 3-pointer of the contest.
Big smile from Davis, the freshman out of Brandon, Missouri.
Lady Cardinals up by 33.
Mississippi, I did it again. Brandon, Mississippi. That 33 is going to be growing after that missed opportunity. Wamba wide open, but they'll shoot over the top. Edwards up to KJ for 3. Not there. Knocked out by, I believe Edwards was up.
Yeah, April was crashing the boards, and it goes out of bounds off her fingers, and the ball will go over to Coastal Bend, down this 33 points with 8:46 left in the contest. We were 40-28 at halftime, Lady Cardinals leading. 20-15 after the first quarter. They've outscored them 50-22 since then.
Yeah, and you said out of that first 5 minutes of the third, that really put the pedal to the metal.
Absolutely.
17-5 run to start the third, and then go on 27-9 for the full quarter. So doubling them up momentarily, but moments ago, but back to 23 on the clock. Shot not there. Picked up by Davis.
Great defensive possession by the Lady Cardinals that time. Forced them to force up a 3-pointer. Oh, then turn it over.
That's going to be an easy bucket on the other end. That one is not exactly what you think of when you think of Trinity Valley basketball.
No. But if you're ever going to make a mistake like that.
Now's the time. I mean, you would rather it be now than the last second when you're down by 1. Back-to-back opportunities here for the Cougars.
That's how you start runs, Tim.
Yep. They're going to try and knock down a 3 here as Rodriguez was calling for it. But great anticipation by Davis. She'll go use the right hand and get the layup.
Kennedy now with double digits with 10 points and a great defensive play.
Yeah, she's had a nice couple of moments here after the 3 and then the basket. Stat time here as they're up and down the floor.
Rodriguez with the bucket for the Lady Cougars.
Wamba about to check back in. Speaking of stats, boy, she's kept every statistician busy this week.
She really has. Had 36 against Angelina.
A great afternoon today.
But it is a chance for the Cougars.
Yep. Cougars going to drive down. 3-pointer on the way from Zamora. Not there. Rodriguez will get another bucket. She got 4 in the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, she's averaging 10 points. I'm sorry, Tim. She's averaging 10.2 on the season, and she's got 8 in this one.
There's
Get a good possession if you're the Lady Cardinals. Take some time, get a good look. Don't force up a shot. Still got the game well in hand.
Yeah, you don't want to give them a chance to start feeling good about themselves. Run a little clock. Still got 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass over to Edwards for 3. Missed everything.
Going to go out of bounds off of Coastal Bend, but there will be 1 second on the shot clock. 1 second on the shot clock.
So Wamba just draw it up, give it to Liddy in the box, let her put it in. I think that's what they're going to call for. I don't know that the Cougars will let that happen. Sits up from 3. Shot would have count the bucket. Nicely done. That's her 4th 3 of the ball game. Liddy Mwamba
with 25 points.
She had to shoot and release as the clock was going down. That's great awareness. Just checking into the ball game and gets it done.
Haley's going to pick up her 4th foul now for the Lady Cardinals.
4th foul on number 4.
6 minutes to go.
Malcolm. So Haley will have to try to work through this last 6 minutes.
Again, the Cardinals will be in action at 4 o'clock today, folks, over at Tyler. And you can catch that game on the Apache Athletics YouTube channel. So you can watch Cardinal basketball following this one.
Gets that one to go.
30-point game.
Trinity Valley in cruise control here as they get it over the timeline. It's Edwards. Oh, nice passing here. Wamba still 15 on the clock. Drive, she's dangerous from that. Doesn't get the shot to fall this time, though. Good closeout D there from Rodriguez. Oh, Malcolm took a spill. Glad to see her pop back up. Ball out front. You don't put it in front of Kennedy Johnson,
No.
and that's the reason why.
Hands are too quick.
She snatched that thing so fast. 30-point game, 5:20 to go in the contest. Wamba gonna measure up with 3, lets it fly. That would have been her 5th of the afternoon. Liddy's got 25 points, and she very well could have 35. I mean, that's no exaggeration.
It's not.
3 on the way. Wamba skying above for the rebound. Liddy
Got to be
Wamba.
closing in on double-digit rebounds as well.
Yeah, she's had a complete game, several assists as well. April Edwards will draw the ear. So 4:45 to go here. It's a 30-point game. Media timeout. Trinity Valley leading big over Coastal Bend right here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Welcome back to Leon Spencer Court at historic Cardinal Gym. If you're just now joining us, where the heck you been? The Lady Cards are up 75-45 in a game in which they led 40-28 at halftime. Had a big 17-5 run in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, and Tim, that just turned the game completely around.
Oh, it did. It was the difference maker. It was that spark, and they haven't looked back. You know, they've had a full possession here going back and forth. Man, it gives you a lot of hope for this team that despite some of the challenges and some of the obstacles, they've been up for it, and they're not going to go away. You're going to have to knock them out of this thing before it's
absolutely.
said
I mean, the Lady Cardinals haven't won or shared 30 conference titles in the last 32 years for just no reason at all. You've seen it all on display today too, folks, and they're getting after it and hustling and never giving up.
Good point. Absolutely. It's Wamba at the top of the circle. Thought about a 3. Now out top they go. KJ in the paint. Shoots and scores. Kennedy Johnson.
Kennedy with 12 in the game, averaging 10.1 on the season.
Yeah, she's fun to watch. She can create and deliver. Shot on the way, going to draw the foul. So it's going to be Sanchez going to the stripe here.
4:20 left in the contest. We have a timeout on the floor. 77-45 Lady Cardinals here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
He finds it straight one. That was amazing. Oh my God.
Welcome back. Cardinal Sports Network here in our 15th season. Trinity Valley up 32 points here with just a little bit over 4 minutes to go in the ballgame.
Yeah, the Lady Cardinals are in great shape. And Tim, during that timeout, I just took a moment to pause and look at the 8 national championship banners and looking at the names up there, and it's just memories of each one of those kids almost virtually come back to me along the way.
It's pretty cool, man, when you stop and think about, you know, this isn't just a one-hit wonder. This isn't just a couple of – this is a program of dominance through the years, and we're seeing why today.
Yeah, they have an unbelievable record since the 1993-94 season with over 900 wins just in that time span alone.
All right, and then you look down at Coach Ivy in her 5th year. Free throw not there. 111-13
this year. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's her career record, I should say.
Yeah, that's just impressive stuff all the way around. So you see why that they're dominant, even when the
and been to the national tournament each of her first 4 seasons.
That's crazy. That's such a powerful program. We're good to see it on full display today. Driving, shooting, and then pulling up, getting them passed down low in the bucket. Nice job there.
Yeah, Haley now in double digits with 10.
Malcolm has got double digits. Everybody on the floor has double digits except Maddie. Maddie's got 5, but 5 of the 6 that
she's
played.
definitely contributed in other ways today.
Oh yeah, she's been house on fire.
If you're the Lady Cardinals, Tim, you got this one in hand. You just want to get out of this without an injury. That's your entire goal now the rest of the way.
Stay healthy. Shot over the top, not there. Picked up. Eventually picked
up.
Are you sure? She's like, well, not so fast there, Tim. How? Yeah, April picked it up on the floor. Now going to shoot it from the right side. Not there. It's rebounded by Rodriguez.
That was a good look by April, though.
Yeah, good point there. They are going to whistle this one. It's going to be a foul on Kennedy Johnson here. KJ.
It's going to be her 3rd personal foul.
So Johnson will send Gonzalez to the line.
Also the 3rd team foul for the Lady Cardinals here in this quarter. I don't think free throws are going to matter as much now, Tim, the point we've reached in this game.
Yeah, coming on from Malcolm. Malcolm will take a seat. We saw her leave the ball game earlier. Now, I think Coach Troy Scott giving her a little look over there on that sideline as she limped off.
Gonzalez at the free throw line.
Free throw is up and good. Just hoping it's not anything severe. Just working through some challenge. Goes 2 for 2 at the stripe there. So now back in the game comes Shepard.
Lady Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday going to Carthage to take on Panola in a 5:30 p.m. start. And the Cardinals will be at home this coming Saturday, this coming Saturday, against Navarro at 4 p.m. We'll have that game for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Of course, you mentioned it. They're about to be at Wagstaff here. 4 o'clock start. They're taking on TJC. So that'll.
And TJC's very hot. They've won 5 in a row.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one. That'll be a lot of excitement there at WAG. KJ has it swatted away. 2 on the clock. Let's go. We had a buzzer beater just a moment ago, but that one rims out. Last touch by the Lady Cardinals.
Of course, the Lady Cardinals now are just becoming very deliberate, Tim. There's no reason to rush anything and only put up a shot as the last 5 seconds with the shot clock going on.
For sure, up 31 here, under 3 minutes to go.
It's been a nice win for the Lady Cardinals, a bounce-back win after losing 82-78 Wednesday night in Lufkin against Angelina.
Yeah, and early in this ball game, Coastal came out really well. Played the first 5 minutes extremely well.
Well, they played that first 5 minutes extremely well, hitting 3 3-pointers, which is their game, and they've only gotten 5 for the game. So a great job of defending by the Lady Cardinals today.
Yeah, that final over the last 35 minutes or so here, they've taken the 3-pointer away for all intents and purposes.
Had a trip.
A hard foul lands on her left shoulder. Gonna pop up here. So that'll see, that is actually going to be the 3rd foul of the ball game on Jordan Shepard. Cards will inbound underneath. Edwards goes up.
Too easy.
Yeah. Kennedy's face said it all there. She's like, she wasn't the defender on that spot, but she got to be the benefactor of someone being out of position. She's like, really? What are we doing? Picked up on the rebound that time by the Cardinals. That's going to be another rebound for Davis. She's got 10 points of her own. Kennedy brings it over the timeline.
Less than 2 minutes to go.
Cards running a little clock here. Smart doesn't kill the dribble there. It looked like she was about to be in trouble. Kept it alive. Pass off underneath. Wamba gets the bucket. Edwards with the assist.
Wamba with 27 points coming off a 36-point performance against Angelina.
Man, oh man.
Got Player of the Week honors coming up, I'm just about guessing.
I think she's probably definitely going to get consideration. If not, I want to see the other stats of who did take it. There's a 3 over a good defensive play, but
6 3-pointers now for Lady Cougars, but it's not going to be near enough in this one today.
Now Shepard had a great touch there, but man, she got 20 points, and like you said, it's not near enough. They're down 32. Wamba down low. Wamba with another bucket. That's an assist there for KJ. Kennedy Johnson.
29 points.
And she's flirting with 30 here. Final minute, probably not going to get there, barring a foul. Shot up and good. Our Cardinals cannot dribble it out, so we'll see what they do here. Wamba with the ball, out top to KJ. Well, the Cardinals are going to feel good about this one as they are going to get back to 2-2 in conference play. And just like we said, day by day, step by step. Ball's picked up, 5 on the clock. Oh, they're going to foul her out front.
They bailed out Lady Cardinals there.
I'm telling you. I don't know if our camera picked up. Coach Purswell's face was like, that's not the play. 2 seconds on the shot clock. So 15.9.
Lady Cardinals can dribble remaining time. That should just dribble it out, but
April thought it was 2 on the shot clock, I think. She's like, 2 on the shot clock. Here's a inbound coming. Final 10 seconds. Cardinals are going to improve to 2-2 in conference play. And it's going to be a big win. One they needed. You could ill afford to lose to this squad, but they get it done.
Lady Cardinals do get it done. Our final score, 85-53 over Coastal Bend. The Lady Cardinals go to 12-4 overall. 2-2 in conference, as Tim mentioned. The Lady Cardinals were led by Liddy Mwamba with 29 points, including 4 3-pointers. Kennedy Davis had 10. Haley Malcolm had 10. April Edwards had 19. Madison Bush had 5 and played a big role in the game, nonetheless. And Kennedy Johnson had 12. Coastal Bend's going to fall to 4-11 overall, 0-2 in conference play. The Lady Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday, taking on Cardinals. Tim, any final thoughts?
Just impressed by the continual work ethic of this team. They refuse to make excuses. They continue to battle and get it done today here at Cardinal Gym.
Lady Cardinals have outscored Coastal Bend 18-16 in the third quarter. Their score by quarters was 20, 20, 27, and 18. You'll take that any day of the week.
Absolutely, and we'll look forward to seeing what lies ahead here for Coach Precious Ivy and the Lady Cardinals.
Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network for Lady Cardinal Basketball. We'll be with you again next Saturday at 4 p.m. when the Cardinals take on the Navarre College Bulldogs. For Tim Howard and the Cardinal Sports Network team, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good afternoon from Leon Fisher Court at historic Cardinal Gym.